beating expectations, again raising their outlook. Markus, what is the growth potential of not only your market cap, your stock price, but your top line, your revenue?
Yeah, I think we are traditionally giving two guidances. We have a guidance now for this year that we just raised to 530 to 560 million on EBITDA basis. We also raised our Vision 2020 that always gives a more midterm indication, and there we raised our revenue outlook from more than 2.8 billion to more than 3 billion, and this should translate at an EBITDA margin between 30 and 35 to something around 1 billion. So I think we're showing enormous growth, and of course this growth is driven by a strong trend towards mobile payment, towards online payment, and additionally, increasingly also the point of sale that is still 80-90% of course of transactions is converging towards digital payments. We see this as a strong additional trend. And of course, we are still in relation to global transactions. Online, mobile, and digital is still very small. We say that only 1 to 2% of global transactions are today fully digital. And this is, of course, why we think we have enormous growth before us. And we think that in the next 10 years, we can strongly outperform what we achieved in the last 10 years.
Markus, given what you've just said, good morning, it's Guy Johnson. Given what you've just said, how much of that sort of growth is already discounted in the share price? When you look at Wirecard's share price, and we've got it up on the screen here at the moment, it's eye-watering. The incredible acceleration in the valuation of your business. You see it in tech companies, you see it in some pharma companies. They go shooting straight up. Are you worried that too much is already expected of your business?
Let me first say, of course, I never command the share price. I think that's something for investors to decide. I just say, again, the story is really just early stage, and I think we are before the biggest transformations in the next 10 years that will affect all industries, not only B2C, but also the B2B area, no matter whether it's retail, consumer goods, airline travel, fashion industry. Also the IoT trend, the machine-to-machine communication trend that will very much be pushed by 5G technology. I think we have so many trends before us that to some extent I think will lead to companies successful in this market showing in the next 10 years enormous growth. And probably that's the reason for the evaluation.
You know,
I can just say we really see an acceleration of growth, so I have no fear at all in terms of evaluation.
Investors are impressed, Markus, by the growth in Wirecard shares. If you look over the past 5 years, you're up 3,000%. If you look over the past 15 years, you're up like 40,000%. But you do have still a lot of growth to go. You've got competitors out there, and you have a lot of cash on the balance sheet, I think 200 million euros or so. Will you use that to buy up some of your competitors, to make acquisitions, to kind of cement your place in the global market?
As this is such a strong growth market, our first and most important focus is organic growth and organic innovations. We are constantly bringing new services, new features on Wirecard platform. We are constantly extending our value-added services in the area of analytics, data-driven services, also digital financial products that fit or that are, let's say, part of the payment process. We're also now going, for example, with partners for digital credit, etc. So this is our first focus. I see M&A just as an opportunistic element. It's not our first focus of growth.